Dear students, once again welcome to this online English class. I am sure you are all keeping very happy and cheerful. Very nice. Now students, yesterday I discussed with you the lesson Expert Detectives. In the lesson we saw how two young children showing the qualities of brilliant detectives. They collected facts, evidences, and information about the stranger, Mr. Nath. They really carried out their investigation process in a brilliant manner. But their conclusion turned out to be wrong. And we learned the lesson. Appearances are deceptive. That is, we should not be impressed by appearances. Very enriching message, isn't it? All right. Students, today we are going to learn an interesting poem. The name of the poem is Mystery of the Talking Fan. The poetess is Maud Rubin. The name of the poem is Mystery of the Talking Fan. The poetess is Maud Rubin. In the poem, the poetess speaks about a fan which can talk. Have you ever heard a fan talking and chattering? Of course, we know that a fan cannot talk. But the poet says that there was a talking fan. Here, the poet is personifying the fan, that is, the fan is given personal qualities like the ability to talk and chatter. The fan is given personal qualities like the ability to talk and chatter. Remember, giving human qualities to lifeless things is called personification. Giving human qualities to lifeless things is called personification. So, the sound made by the ceiling fan is compared to human chatter or human talk. Again, for the poet, fan's noise is an electrical chatter. Why? Because the fan functions on an electrical motor and noise is made by its motor. Because the fan functions on an electrical motor and noise is made by its motor. Again, the poet says that he does not understand what the fan is saying, so he finds the noise mysterious. Moreover, the poet felt that the fan was demanding something from him. What was the fan demanding? The fan was demanding some attention. It was demanding oiling. Then the poet goes on to say that one day somebody oiled the whirling motor. The moment it was oiled, the fan became silent. There was no more noise. There were no more talking and chattering. In this way, the mystery of the talking fan was solved. Then, in the last line, the poet says that the fan ran as still as water. The poet says that the fan ran as still as water. What does it mean? It means that the noise stopped and the fan functioned smoothly after oiling its motor. Is the poem clear to you? All right. It is a very short poem of only 8 lines. Now, students, you have fans in your homes. You have ceiling fans, wall fans, table fans, pedestal fans, etc. But can you tell me how these fans function? How does it provide so much air when switched on?
Go.
As you know, an electric fan consists of 3 blades and a whirling motor. Whirling motor means rotating motor. As we switch on the fan, the motor starts and begins to rotate, forcing the blades to move in a circular movement. This circular motion creates a lot of pressure which forces the air downwards in all directions. Students, is it clear to you? All right.